off. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Hashem Rachak with Dashim, double honors to the elders and apostles that great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Shalom, Barakathum. All right, if you brothers are watching, you know what's going on with the what all of the elders have been talking about regarding, you know, various camps. Mainly the ones that are kind of been in the crosshairs of rebuke lately have been the IUIC. But they're not the only ones, man. The Watchmen for Israel, AOC, HODC, all of these different guys. All right, they've been acting weird as hell. If you notice this, man, weird as hell. All right, they're coming up on camera. They're not even able to say the name of the Lord. All right, they're getting they're getting stumped by questions. All right, I saw that video of this guy with long hair. All right, basically getting asked a question. You know, what are characters in the Bible? Which we're not characters. We're actually men that live. All right, that start with the letter Y, and this goofy nigga said, you know, Yaakov or something, and he was stumped, man. All right, and the reason why is because they subscribe to a doctrine that not only believes in the that you can say the name Jesus, but that every letter in the King James is the way that those names were pronounced, you know, back in the ancient world. So basically every name that would have started with a Y, all right, in the Hebrew, when you look in the King James English, all right, it's all going to be replaced with the letter J, with a few exceptions. All right, and they subscribe to that, man. They believe that, you know, and this goes all the way up to the leadership, obviously, because those men in the purple, they don't really have any. They don't have any integrity, really. They don't have it in them to push up against the leadership because they just want to be a part of something. These guys are lost. They don't really have any oil, you know. And when you don't have any oil, you cling to the men that you think are going to be able to give you some. All right, but another man can't give you oil, man. All right, the scriptures say, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. And if you have leaders that are just telling you that names like Jesus Christ are acceptable, that's blood on your hands, man. So it won't be a quick lesson. I'm just, you know, in transit on the way from work, but pay attention to the judgments that are happening. And I didn't catch the exact footage, but you know, I was listening to Apostle Tahar, and how he was speaking about how they had men getting run over by cars, you know, men getting shot, you know. It's always some drama. And then a couple months ago, you had them getting involved with fist fights with ISUPK, man. All right. So the Lord is doing something, all right, among all of these camps, because we're getting ready to go through a great tribulation, man. All right, and all of these pastors, all right, which I'm speaking about the camp leaders, all right, that have scattered the flock by these wayward doctrines, all right, men are going to be confounded by it, man. When Esau rolls the hammer on everybody and the hour of temptation comes and Jacob's trouble kicks off, they're not going to be rooted in any scripture, man. Their faith is not exercised. And the reason their faith isn't being exercised is because they don't have to do their own videos. They don't really have to do their own research. They don't have to study to show themselves approved. They just show up and follow. They get them these military formations. All right, they'll study those. All right, and so when you don't have those reps, all right, you're not going to be able to lift the required weight. All right, when the time comes. Okay. And And that's why the scriptures speak about flocks being scattered, because that's exactly what's going to happen when you attracted a bunch of men that still have these worldly ideas. They want to get lined up and grow long hair and act and speak in the ways of the world, which is why they're going with that Yiddish version of these names like Jeremiah, all right, instead of Yeremiah, all right. That's because they want to be closer to the world. You know, ultimately, that's what this whole thing boils down to. And the Lord said one of his primary tasks when he gets back. Obviously, we know the obvious one is going to be to set fire to Esau's kingdom. But one of the primary tasks that Yahweh Shai is going to do is separate, all right, the wheat from the tares and the goats from the sheep, man. All right. And you can read that in Luke. I forget the chapter, but it says. Although they would not worship me, bring them before me and slay them before me, man. All right, that's what Yahweh Shai is coming back to do, man. All right, and that's going to be a lot of those guys, man. All right, and that's a heavy demon on you for you to see the King of Kings crack the sky, man. And then you still are just like, no, I love my master, my old master. All right. Be careful about guys that are always raising money for things and always got a new ambitious project they want to do. Guys that do promo videos. You know, I'm not saying logos and promos and all of that and merchandise is wicked per se, but you got to be careful with that, man. You really got to filter these things out in your spirit. Think about how John the Baptist was, man. All right, think about how he was before Yahweh Shai returned. All right, think about it. Yahweh Shai left. All right, and he came back at the age of 30 years old. All right, and what spirit was John the Baptist in, man? He was out in the wilderness preaching, man. He didn't give a damn about no merch, selling no merch. As a matter of fact, when you know, these guys that are trying to, you know, hook Jake in, they think that they're fishing, but they're not fishing, man. All right? When you think about it, we don't really have technically we don't really have the ability to get the fish. The Lord told us to go out there and fish, but we don't have the ability to fish. So you got to understand that you can't bring nobody in this thing by being creative with logos and putting clickbait titles. Either might get you left bloody, you know. That ain't gonna bring in the elect, man. Okay, it's not. You're supposed to go out there closely to the spirit of John the Baptist, really, because he didn't need anything, man. He was out in the wilderness with eating locusts and honey, all right, and sackcloth, or made of camel's hair, I believe. You see? That's all that was required. All right? So these guys that are doing these promo videos, selling merchandise, filter it, man. All right? A lot of these guys, they know precepts. You can learn some things from them. But when it comes to following them and being in the same spirit that they're in, you got to be careful with that, man. Because if you yourself are not prepped, if you yourself have not thought about it, if you don't meditate the things that could happen in this world, like Jacob's trouble, all right, like the scenario of the Purge. Oh, by the way, that movie called Civil War is coming out, man. Definitely gonna watch that. The trailer just dropped this week or yesterday or something. If you're not in that spirit, meditating on those things, you're thinking about how you can look fly with your fringes and your border of blue, and you're cheering on every celebrity that takes on the mantle of Hebrew Israelite. You're like, yeah, that don't mean a fucking thing to the Most High, man. All right? That don't mean a goddamn thing. All right? You have to be ready for what's coming, man. All right? That's why the scriptures say, raise up the alarm, you know, in the cities, man. All right? That's what we're to do. Okay? And only the elect are going to get it. There ain't no special seasoning that you can add to the truth that's going to bring in an extra few souls, man. No. All right? All of these camps are doing all of this extra shit, all right, dribbling behind their back, and then they're going to miss the layup, man. All you had to do is make the layup, man. All right? Most of these camps need to sit the fuck down somewhere, man. All right? I'm speaking as a man, but this is all the doing of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, but that's a warning, man. This behavior is extremely weird, okay? Because these are individuals who we know. We know you know the Hebrew. We know you know the names. We know you know various things, man. The only other conclusion one could come to is money's involved, all right? And we can always tell, if the scriptures say you can tell a man by his fruits, all right? The scriptures also say, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, man. All right? So these are the things that I caution you to think about and meditate on, because the Lord is going to do, people that you've seen on live streams, on camera, done bad, man. The Lord is going to do that, all right? Because he's angry as fuck, all right? All right? Keep thinking that you can just walk about your day life without fearing the Lord and see what happens to your ass, man. All right? The Lord is not going to save niggas, and he's not going to hear the prayers of niggas, man. All right? It said the prayers of the unrighteous are an abomination to the Lord. Like, how dare you pray to me when you being fucking rebellious, man? See? But that's mainly all I wanted to speak on that matter, man. As watchmen, as the true watchmen, as the 144,000, the brothers that are in a sincere spirit, hey, may Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai bless you, man. Barakathum to all of you, man. All right? That are the ones that are sincere, man. All right? Because we deserve it. Not a bunch of niggas that want to be seen. All right? And I'm not saying every man in every one of those camps are like that, but the majority are. And some of those men are not malicious, but they're going to get caught up in it anyway, man. And that's why blood is on the hands of these leaders. You see? So be on your P's and Q's. All right? You fall asleep at the wheel, your ass going to end up wrapped around a telephone pole, man. All right? Because the scriptures say the day of the Lord can come as a thief in the night. All right? And sad to say, that's going to be for some people that know that they're Hebrew Israelites, man, that are in camps. They're going to be settled on their leaves, and they still going to be on the highways and byways on Saturdays, and they're still settled on their leaves, man. Think about that, man. All right? Because they're not in the right spirit. And deep down, they have an investment into Egypt, into America. There's a little part of them, a little leaven in them that kind of likes this. Oh, yeah, man, we're getting 1 million views. And, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So be mindful, Akim, all right? Anyway, with that, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Rachapadash. Shalom.